And we'll just kind of see how this goes. Let me get a test started. And I will open up here. Okay. I realize I don't know where this audio is going to try and go. There we go. Oh, yeah, it's going to pick up that, so I got to mute this now. Oh, yeah, it's going to pick up that, so I got to mute this now. Audio seems good. Let's do that. I'm going to copy a link, head to Discord. Okay, that all seems to be live. Cables are there. Let's step away and get to working. Yeah, we'll try this camera, and I'm just going to have it be static for the most part because I ran out of USB ports. Let's set the quality to nice and low. Ooh, can I change the output of the stream, though? I think that's... Oh, okay, so it's going to 720p. Hold on. I should probably restart the stream and fix that. Because that sucks. Okay, I'm going to leave the broadcast up, but I'm going to stop the stream, restart it. We'll see how it goes. Can I do that? We'll find out. If I start again and there's a new little baby stream, that's what happened. Okay. I'm just checking and making sure. Yeah, okay, that looks good. All right. That seems to be working. And what settings does this go back to? 1080p is an option. Hey, look at that. I'm a new god. And that seems to be functional. Cool. So I'm just going to have that up. Okay. For anyone watching this on demand is not in the chat right now. Quick start. What I'm working on is I've got 2 projects that I'm currently engaged in. One is underneath the table saw right here. I want to have a cabinet so that I've got like basically this. I've got saw blades, I've got push sticks, all sorts of nonsense, all that I want to have underneath. How tall are you? Yeah, this will just fit. So actually just off of screen here, I wonder, can I move the camera? I should be able to point to where I'm at so far on that. That's it right now. It's laying on its back. We've got 2 cubbies, and then the top closest to me, furthest from you, the top of your screen. I am working on today, right now, building drawers to slide in there. They should be really simple drawers, very basic. And I'm going to have them ride on wood sliders, so that'll be new for me. So let's get that up here, back where we started. I've already cut some of the sides of my drawers. I've already cut the bottoms, but I cut the bottoms too big. And then the second project, we'll see if I get to it in time, is that the router table over here, you can just see to the edge of the screen. I'm going to try and encase that, or at least start that project. I've got a bunch of plywood off to the side. We'll see how far I get. I don't know, I'm just kind of winging it. And I'm just checking on the phone, everything's good. And I'm just sort of figuring out how's this stream setup gonna work. I got the cameras now differently. Right now it's just the one camera because I ran out of USB-C ports and the mic in doesn't work the way I wanted it to. So until my phone charges up, I will just have the one camera. If I feel zesty, I'll add a second camera and play with that a little bit. But first course of action is I need to build my drawers. Whiteboard's over there and you can't see it. It's not that hard to imagine. I've got 2 drawers I'm working to make. They both are going to be 5 inches tall and roughly 2 foot by 2 foot square. So I've got 5-inch sides here that I've cut that are not the correct length yet, but they are at least the correct width of right spot on at 5 inches, because I've got 10 and change inches of space in my kind of opening right now, and then so with gaps and everything, 5 inches should be good. I'm going to run a rabbet along the bottom to place the bottoms in. That'd be this, which right now in this dimension and this dimension is 1/2 of an inch too big. So I will be adjusting that. And then the whole plan is basically just set them in the rabbet where the rabbet will be 1/4 of an inch in, and set it so that they're just flush there. And then I'll be able to run everything in a nice little box, and it'll be lovely. And I'm excited. I'm not going to be rabbiting the faces together or anything fancy like that. These are going to be really bare bones drawers, and that's by design. These are meant to be quick shop infrastructure done in a weekend. That's the dream. So let's get cracking. I think first things first, do I do the rabbets first and make sure that they're 1/4, or cut the bottoms and then make sure my rabbets get the dimension right? Let's cut the bases to the right size. I should put some glasses on so I don't blind myself with wood chips. And if anyone happens to be watching, I don't have a good way to check live. You'll have to tell me if the microphone's getting through at all. I hope it is. And if you see me looking like up to the right, it's because I have chat right behind the camera. So it just means I get to do the really good fake eye contact up to the side. But let's get things going. Since I'm wearing the glasses instead of these, I'm going to do earplugs, because I don't need to be popping in and out of being able to hear. Nobody's talking to me. It's all good. Maybe I'll get some royalty-free music playing or something. I bet I can do that. Let's take a look. I've got some royalty-free music, so let's see if I can't get that spun up. So if I'm here and I hit shuffle and I hit play, shuffle is on, hit play. I need to mute on my end because that's not how I want it to come through. Yeah. Okay. So music should be coming through. I'm going to turn it down a little bit just so it's just in the background there. Hopefully just audible. But that'll let some of these quieter moments be, I don't know, less awkward. I can dream, can't I? What's the best way to do these cuts? Do I set it to 1/2 inch and cut it? Or do I measure it and then cut it? I'm going to measure and then cut to final dimension. Don't have to deal with the curve of the blade in that point. So, how wide are you? You are currently 23 and 15/16. Am I reading that right? Yep. Ooh, see, this is why I need the cubby. Okay. 16/16, so I gotta knock that down 1/2 inch. That should be right there. Cool. Turn off the saw. And I don't need this here. All right, good. Oh, almost. Okay. half, so we'll just bring that down to 22. Okay. All right. Yeah. Like a ½ inch? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And these little sticks are trash. Toss them to the trash bin. Every true woodshop has a burn bin. It's where all of my greatest successes go. All right, time for the dado stack. You are what I will be trying to match the thickness of. Actually, I mean, this is all the same material, so I don't need to see how close just the two blades are. This is more like a 1/4 inch. Yep. So let's get one chipper in there. Oh, God. Okay. One chipper. Chipper. Because it just chips out stuff. I don't know. I don't know why everything's named the way it's named. We'll probably need a shim, but let's start with this. Oh, that's really close. Yeah, let's just do one shim. Yeah, nailed it. Okay. Let's make sure all that plastic in there is out of the way. Put in the dado stack. Okay. The first thing you may notice, depending on, well, the camera's not very zoomed in, but I can't have a riving knife if I'm using the dado stack because it's taller than the blade. And that just means it'd get in the way. That's not what we want. I said that's not what we want. So it means you gotta come out. There we go, thank you. A riving knife. Also, this is a saw stop, so we have a brake cartridge in here. And the default brake cartridge is for a default width of blade. We need the dado one. So that goes in. Oh, come on. Oh, you son of a bitch. Okay, where did I put that key? There we go. And last but not least, different throat plate. Okay. Potato stack is in place. Oh, you know what? Keen-eyed observers may have noticed that I have not put that frickin' nut back on. Yeah, that would be bad. We don't need a saw blade spinning. Also, oh my goodness. I don't drink coffee, but sometimes I think maybe I should. This whole blade is facing backwards. That would be less catastrophic and more obnoxious, as I'm like, why is nothing cutting? But it's still not great. Anyways, now the freaking thing's going the right direction, so that's good. Come on. Okay. And that saw blade can go there for now. These guys can go there. This is why I'm building all of this. So I want this to be 1/4 of an inch up. Let's grab a measuring tool for that. And, ooh, that's just about bang on. Quick little, oh yeah, there we go. 1/4 of an inch up. And now I need a strip of MDF will work. My old friend MDF. As a sacrificial fence. And you'll see why in just a second here. In fact, I shouldn't have even bothered setting the height of that yet, because I need to cut into that sacrificial fence just a bit. Well, I guess I wanted to just be touching. But still, the main reason is I don't want my good, machined expensive fence to get clipped by the blade. Got too much shit on this table. Hiya. Real grown-ups have clamps that go into a sacrificial fence. I'm not a real grown-up. I just pretend to be one on TV. Yeah, there we go. I'm not too worried about those clamps being in the way because, well, frankly, the wood I'm cutting is not going to come up that high. Just barely kiss that blade. There we go. Right. Let's get all this out of the way. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that long guy right there. Unless, what are you? What is this? Who are you over here? How long are you? Why do you even exist? Where did you come from? Are you the same size? No, you're just some random scrap that's really close to the same dimensions. That's dangerous. Okay, these are the 5 boards. Oh, but good news about that scrap piece I just threw to the side is I need a test piece to cut on. And you're going to do great. So, that'd be 1/4 up. We know it's a 1/2 inch thick. It's riding right along the fence. I'm going to move the camera just over to the side so y'all can see a little better. We'll see if the gimbal tries to spin with. Who knows what it'll do. Oh, hi! There you go. Go ahead and rotate. And then if I do this, yeah, so it's going to zoom over here. And then I want to zoom out and turn off auto tracking. So let's zoom out. Pretty neat, right? Yeah, I thought so. Anyways, let's get cutting. You can see here now I've got this sacrificial fence in the way of the dado sack, which is just kissing up out of the board, or out of the table here. It's going to get loud as I turn on the thing here, and then I'll show you what I'm working on. Yeah! Right on. In fact, I can't, oh yeah, we'll do it this way. There we go. There we go. Once it's running, I can bring this over because there was just the thinnest little flange of wood that was between the fence and the blade. And that's why you do a test cut. But now we can take this wood that I'm about to chop up. Through here. Through here. I'll come over and show you the thought. Yeah. Very simple. All I've done here is I've cut channel, and there's a rabbet, that then this will sit on, leaving, now I've got that 1/4 of an inch here on this side. There will be a matching 1/4 of an inch overhang on that side. And that's why I cut a 1/2 inch off of my drawers that were dimensionally spot on with what I wanted them to be at the end. So now I'll be able to pop these in here. I know the drawers will be 5 inches tall because the sides are already set right at 5 inches. And we've got just enough hang over here to have, yeah, we're gonna be in great shape. So let's get cutting all of those rabbits, scribbits, Lenny Kravitz. And then we'll get to making drawers. Okay, here we go. Save last. Okay, grooves are cut. So I should now be able to just, well, they aren't all cut to length yet, but the idea will be it goes a little something like that. And I don't know if you can see it here. Oh boy, I'm right in the way. But it's going to go something like that on the sides. And then I'm going to do one more face across, well, the face, because I think being able to see the edges and stuff here is kind of ugly. So then once the drawers are together, I'm just going to cut a rectangle across the front of, I think I've got some scrap pre-finished ply that I'll just do across the front real thin. That'll look a little nicer than seeing the exposed edges. But now that just means I need to start cutting. Let's see, how long are each of these? These are all the same length. That's good. Does that mean I have two more that are the same length here? If these are all the same length, I'm in great shape. So what happens when you do half of the work like earlier in the week is you don't remember how easy you made life for yourself? Yeah, these are all the same length, and these are as long as I want the full length sides to be. That means I can swap this janky one out for one that doesn't have a janky end. So those are my 4 long sides. And I want to do relative dimensioning for the short sides. So let me reposition the camera here, make life a little easier for myself. Rotate that so I can actually see. And bring you back over here now that I'm not doing anything interesting on the saw. And I should probably turn the camera so you can actually see what's going on. Hi! That down. Yeah, you couldn't see any of the things I was trying to show you, huh? Whoops. Sorry. So, just to re-show. Side slots in groove. Everything beautiful. Front go here. And then I have the sides come out because I'm going to be just using brad nails. I'm going to pop those into the sides. Like so, I'm going to pop the brad nails in here. And if this is the front of the drawer, I don't want the nails to be getting pulled out. I want them to be getting pulled across because that'll make them, you know, they're stronger in that direction, resisting forces. So this will be the front, this will be the side, or vice, I guess actually, yeah, that's exactly correct. This will be the front. I need to cut this to be exactly as long as this side is here. So we've got just enough overhang, I'm pretty sure, if I was smart and did my math right. Yeah. So I just need to cut down 4 more boards, and then I can start tacking this together. And then I'll put a face on once the drawers are together so that they're not ugly drawers on the front. And then that'll just be like a thin veneer, basically. Okay. Those are good there. Sorry about all the sniffles. Oops. Oh, I see what's gone wrong. Why does this not show? Oh, something weird is going on there. Do I have like comments turned off on accident or chat turned off? Because that's not ideal. I guess that would explain some of what's going on. Apologies for the abrupt pause in momentum. I don't know why. I don't see... Yeah, that's annoying. Oh, there we go. Ah. It's on my end. It wasn't actually on the chat side. That's embarrassing. Anyways, back to working. I got distracted by the beautiful celebrities, or whatever the joke is. Go back there. I just need to cut a couple things down to the correct width. Okay, let's get that going. And luckily, we are working with relative dimensions once again here. So I can just set, well, I gotta swap the dado blades stack out anyways. So let's get that going. Not doing any more dados. Thank you, Mr. MDF, for your sacrifice. Valiant as always. All right, let's pop this out, turn the saw off. Wrenches. Wrenches underneath the saw. Where else would they be? It's not like I have a cabinet to put them in yet. Okay, potato stack out. Okay, you go back in there. Come on, you gotta fit. I mean, I guess you don't like gotta fit, but you do fit. So stop pretending. I'm gonna go ahead and pause my stream. I'm trying to see, is it actually this stuttery? Or is that just my playback? Ooh, that's not great. Chat, you'll have to tell me. Well, I mean, if anyone's in the chat, let me know, is the video actually stuttery? I'm trying to have a monitor up on my side of how it's doing, but it's hard to tell if it's just my piece of crap laptop streaming that is stuttery, or if it's the... Okay, I see no. Okay, cool. Awesome, thank you. It was very helpful. Still figuring out this setup for sure. Okay. Chip breaker goes back. Whoop. Why don't you fit no more? There we go. Plop. Okay. And just same steps as last time, but in reverse. So we gotta pull the dado brake out. The dado brake is out. We put the regular brake back in. Oops. Oh, if you can find the alignment dowels. There we go. That's there. Now, as you might guessed, we want the saw blade. And we remember the arbor nut this time. On the first try. Oh, is it starting to stutter? Is it just intermittently stuttering? Excellent. Excellent. I'll see if I can adjust the bit rate. It means I'll have to pause the stream for a moment to adjust that, but I can do that. When I move more, it gets real freaky. Okay. Yeah, let me adjust the bit rate here. So I'm going to pause the stream for just a moment, and then we'll go back to it.